Hey there viewers, and welcome to a very long overdue channel update. Now, before I actually go on about what I have planned for the future of the channel, I feel it's necessary to address the elephant in the room and discuss what's been going on the last 3 years. Now, because this is a bit of a personal issue, I won't be going into all the details, but as some of you may recall, on April 9th, 2015, 1 month shy of his 16th birthday, my cat Tigger passed away, which caused me to fall into a dark and very unhealthy place. One that, while I can't say I've completely recovered from, I can say that as of September, it is one that I've finally gotten some control over. At least to the point where I feel comfortable putting myself in front of an audience on Twitch and YouTube. Which is actually the initial point of that Ni no Kuni stream before it evolved into a full-on playthrough, to see if I was ready to return. The same way that my participation in the 5-Day Gamers event back in 2016, or my Binding of Isaac stream back in 2015 were, both of those proving that I still was not ready. So yeah, it's taken some time, but I can finally safely say I have a decent handle on things now. Now, as for the last couple of months, I was supposed to return back in January, but, and I will own up to this, there was some major procrastination on my part. I had planned to record a bunch of stuff in December and then just upload it in January, but just kept getting distracted and pushing it back until the final week of December, where my body decided it was time to shake things up, causing massive sharp pains to my lower guts. It took me about 2 months to finally figure out that, apparently, once you turn 30 years old, dairy turns into shrapnel in your intestines. I probably could have had it diagnosed sooner, but I can't really afford to go to the doctor, so just had to go trial and error until I finally sussed it out. And you know, you don't really realize how much dairy is in everything until it becomes off limits. I mean, I've been trying to take these lactate pills in order to combat it, but even that seems hit or miss. I mean, some dairy I can take and it'll be fine. Others, it just seems to accelerate the pain. So, no idea what's been going on there. But anyways, at least I have some control and I know what foods are safe for me now. Dairy, for the most part, off limits. But that's the past. Now it's time to discuss the present and future of the channel. And I'm going to start by doing that by going back 3 years again to about February of 2015, somewhere around there, when I talked about doing a brand change for this channel from ECW CWWE to AuthenticZac. With that brand change video, I mentioned that there would be 2 new types of content here on the channel. The first would be the live play streams, which I've done a couple of here and there, and the second was the Let's Preview videos, which was set to be a 30-minute to 2-hour first look series. Well, sometime about last year I realized that there could be some confusion with that name when I'm announcing future content. If a new game comes out and I say I'm going to LP it, you don't really know if I'm talking about a full-on playthrough or just a first look at the game. So ahead of the first episode, I've decided to tighten things up a bit, and the series will now consist primarily of 1-hour videos, and will be called 1 Hour Preview, or 1HP for short. And I've even made a short little animated logo for it. Now, I've got a nice lineup of games that I have planned for 1HP, but the very first episode will be Bentley's Hack Pack, a game that is actually very fitting for this channel, especially since it was one that I was clamoring to be made back in 2011 during my playthrough of Sly 2. Now, on the subject of Sly Cooper, I'm sure many of you are wondering when I'll be getting around to Thieves in Time, and the current plan for that is sometime around this summer. Reason being that I'm currently wanting to focus my attention on Ratchet & Clank, I mean, there's still like 8 games in the series I have to tackle, and other unfinished projects, which leads me into announcing what my upload schedule will be for the foreseeable future. Now, I want to ease back into things, but at the same time also have daily videos again. So what I've decided is to upload once a day, Monday through Friday, which will give me the weekends to record and edit, as well as stream when I return to doing that. And currently in the lineup for uploads are Ratchet & Clank Size Matters, Secret Agent Clank, and Infamous 2. Now, I'm sure Infamous 2 will be finished long before I clean up the spin-off Ratchet & Clank games, so after that is done, I'll be replacing it with either Maximo or Whiplash. Haven't quite decided yet. I know I've got plenty of other unfinished projects I could do, like Deadly Creatures, Darksiders 2, and Costume Quest, but I think those games are better suited if they're held off till around Halloween. Now, I did mention streaming, and I do want to cover that really quick. I'm currently taking a brief break from that as I focus on doing YouTube stuff, but when I do return, the first game that I'll be doing is Horizon Zero Dawn. There was some chatter about that game during my Ni no Kuni stream back in, I think, November, and the poll I held on my Twitter seemed to have people in support of it, so I'll be doing Horizon. And yes, for those wondering, that does in fact mean that I finally have a PS4. A few years late to the party, but I finally grabbed one at this year's Black Friday. Which means that, along with Sly 4 and the Ratchet & Clank Future Trilogy this summer, given that I wrap up Infamous 2, I will also be starting Infamous Second Son. So that's going to be something to look forward to. In fact, there may even be some other PS4 games that I toss in this summer that, whether or not you guys are hyped for, I know for a fact I will be. And I think that just about covers everything I had to mention in this update video. The only thing left to mention is the actual starting date for this new schedule, and that is March 26th, next Monday. Now, I will admit, I was half tempted to push it back another week just so things would start clean on a fresh quarter, but that just seemed like a pointless delay, so videos resume next Monday. And with that, thanks for watching, and even bigger thanks for all the support these past 9 years. And until next time, adios.